Hey, everybody. Just wanted to introduce myself to you. My name is Corey Baker, and I am a certified health coach with Take Shape for Life. Been coaching now for a little while. And I wanted to introduce everybody to a coach on our team. And the reason is because Brad has a unique story. First of all, Brad and I have known each other for a long time, went to school together. We won't talk about how long ago.
Yeah.
But just the whole history of how he became a coach is really interesting, and how he's been able to build his business. And I think what makes this really awesome is that Brad became a coach without ever eating a meal replacement. He never utilized our program to lose weight. He was already in great shape prior to becoming a coach, but really saw this as an opportunity, and it's been an awesome thing. So I wanted to kind of record a video just to maybe assist some of us that potentially have coaches on our team, or potential coaches that aren't clients yet but still want to potentially be involved with coaching. So Brad, I remember like almost a year ago, it was like November, you had just kind of messaged me out of the blue and just asked a little bit about what I was doing. Do you remember that?
I do. I do.
So
Yeah.
so take me through that a little bit.
So I had been getting healthy myself for like a year prior to that.
Hmm.
And I started helping one of my friends in the gym, and I just really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed helping him get healthy. And so I was kind of looking for a tool to help people get healthy.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about maybe like the personal trainer route, like being a part-time personal trainer, but I knew that I didn't have the time to go to the gym and put in the time there that I need to build a business. And I saw your post on Facebook, and I'm like, man, I was a health coach.
Hmm.
So, and you remember when I gave you a call? And
Absolutely. And it was actually, it was interesting because I remember I left on a cruise and I came back and I got an email or a message like, hey, I'm ready to do this. And I remember when you got started, it wasn't exactly like just you came running out of the gate, because it was all just kind of a new thing to you. So like, what was it like those first couple of months being a coach, trying to figure out how to get clients and just learn the system?
well, and being that I didn't do the program myself, obviously, yeah, I think I had two clients up until the end of December, or maybe the
It was
first of January.
like your mother-in-law was one.
One was my mother-in-law, and one was a good friend of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
And anyway, and I'm like, man, it's been 2 months. I have two clients. Well, in starting in November, we're kind of getting into that season now, right, where we talk about planting seeds,
Yeah.
right? Well, at that point, I hadn't been through enough training to be like, I'm going to plant the seeds, and then, they'll eventually come around to really, believe in that. But, obviously you kept telling me that, and, I really leaned on you as my coach, my business coach. And I just stayed consistent, posting
Yeah.
on Facebook, sharing the program, because I'd done my research on the program. I'd seen it work. I'd seen your Facebook. And I knew it was a great program when I
So,
saw it.
so then when January, February rolled around, it was really kind of a perfect time for you to be a coach, because November and December was like massive seed planting time. And then all of a sudden January, February hits and you got people coming at you like crazy.
Yeah, and that's when I saw, that's when it took off from just being consistent. I remember telling you, I feel like a farmer,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Farmer
planting seeds.
Brad.
Yeah, farmer bread. I'm planting these seeds, and come January, that's the harvest time,
Yeah.
right? And it happened. And it
Yeah.
happened. I'm not saying it didn't go crazy, but the seeds that I had planted, I probably got to probably by the end of February, probably about 10
Executive
clients.
director, yeah, by the end of February.
Yeah. But without, again, without doing the program myself.
And so with that, you had a side job that you were able to kind of sell and get rid of, a lawn care business that essentially coaching kind of took over that income because it's a passion area for you.
Yeah. And that was my first why, right? We
Yeah.
talked about, you're like, why do you want to do this? What's your goals? That was my first goal. I have two kids. My wife works in the suburbs, about an hour away, hour commute each day. So she's not, she's getting home late. So this is something, the landscaping thing was something I wanted to replace so I could be home more
Yeah.
and be able to do this from home. do
And I saw
something
this like the past couple of weeks. One of the things that's been able to do for you with the Freedom, you took your kids up to Wisconsin Dells for a couple of days just to get out, and it's given you time freedom and financial freedom to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. Like last year at this time, I probably wouldn't have been able to do that. Take my kids just out of the just out of the blue. Say, hey, let's go up to the Dells for the weekend.
Yeah.
This is it's provided great some freedom already, to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let me just ask this, like if you had to give like one or two pieces of advice to somebody who's in your exact spot, who is potentially looking at coaching, but they've never done the program, what would be some things that you would tell them from your experience that could maybe help them in their decision of whether this is something for them or not?
Well, I would say that there's a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been able to do this without my coaches, the support system, right? Yeah. I mean, being on all the Zooms is huge. Learning how to, share this program and help the clients out, and you guys are always there. One thing that I've done is I've created a brand. Mm-hmm. The Health Army brand. Yeah. I have my business. I call it Health Army. I'm creating an army of healthy people. And that's the brand I'm creating. And it's not everybody has to do this, but I have a radio commercial now. Mm-hmm. I have Health Army. I have Health Army T-shirts. I'm going through parades. Yeah. But what the biggest thing is that I think is really key to this, honestly, is client support. Mm-hmm. Because right now, where my business is going, referrals are huge. Mm-hmm. You support your clients really well, mm-hmm. they're gonna provide you with referrals.
Yeah, and the cool thing about that, and what you're learning now, is those referrals. A lot of times, the goal is to help those people become coaches. Obviously, we're not going to turn a referral away, but that's it's just so awesome to be able to see this build to where. You're a great coach and you've got the keys down. I was talking to a coach yesterday, a couple of the main keys if you want to build a business, and anybody can do this regardless if you've ever eaten one of our feelings before or not. If you have a daily commitment to having conversations and talking to people, and then once you get clients, you coach them and support them well, you can grow a great business doing those couple things. And so I just wanted to, record this because I know that there's probably some people out there who have some people in their influence, and a lot of times we only look at potential coaches as people that are in our current client base, but expanding beyond that to say, hey, are there people out there that have a passion to help people, they're hungry to get stuff done, and you can just partner those things together. And so it's been an awesome ride, and wanted to thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you, Corey. I appreciate it.
All right, man, have a good one.
You too.